What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We got the UFC Fight Night Tampa coming up. And if y'all don't know, we going to that motherfucker. So that's why we're recording this bitch a little earlier in the week. So as always, go down, like, and subscribe. Make your picks, make your parlays. Let's hear that shit talk. I'm Paul Pick 'em, win 'em, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kev Water Voice of Boy. And you already know I got the UFC Dragon Ball Z collab. You didn't even know they had that till I could brought it out.
That's
You
hard.
feel
I
me?
didn't even know.
Oh, bro, look at the back. The back is even fire, kid. You got Goku training on the back and shit.
Okay. No, that's
That
weird.
shit tough. But
Damn,
hey,
only
man,
one without UFC gear.
damn, bro, get your UFC gear up. Cause I'm finna cop me some shit when we out there.
Damn, I might have to. Damn, gotta go check the repertoire.
Know what I'm saying? They're gonna have some fire shit, probably UFC 813 shirts. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait to go. I'm talking about Paul. I want to see every fight. I'm talking about I want to see every fight on the fucking card. I want to see motherfuckers. If they're in the parking lot fighting, I want to see motherfuckers fighting. I want to see that fight. I even want to see a nigga argue with his baby mama. Any fighting going on, I'm watching. This is what we're here for.
100%, bro. I can't wait. I already got my bets made. Like I've been so hyped for this. Like, I think Saturday night after UFC, and I knew Tampa was coming up. I was like, oh, I gotta go bet Tampa. I gotta get ready for Tampa. So like,
Nice.
I've been so locked in for this. I got the fit already. I got some new shoes to put on for this when we step out. Yeah, I'm waiting.
Honestly, I'm probably wearing this shirt.
No, but I'm actually happy with the matchup we got. It was Ian Gary versus Buckley, which was good, but then they switched it up. Gary goes a week earlier, take on Shavkat, which was I love that fight. Then instead we get Colby Covington, trains down in Miami, kind of says he's the king of Miami, so it's only right that he's over here on this Tampa card. And he's taking on Buckley, who's like the hottest thing right now at welterweight. So this is a great test to see, like, are you a part of the upper echelon or not? And it is filled up. Billy Q's on the card, Tampa native. Victor Petrino, light heavyweight, beat like Brazil's best light heavyweight right now. Adrian Yanez is a fucking dog on the card, taking on undefeated Daniel Marcos out of Canada. Um, the Navajo Stirling making his UFC debut. Like, this is a pretty good card to fucking come watch. And then you go even further down, Sean Woodson taking on Fernando Padilla. Like, this card's decent. Like, not just decent. This card's great.
Yeah, I got nothing but love for this card. This is gonna be fun. You
Yeah,
sleep on that Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson, Ottoman, Azatar. Every time I see his name, I think of the Ottoman Empire. So that's why I be calling his ass.
Oh, that's my dude from Morocco.
Yep. And then like fucking Joel Alvarez undefeated in UFC, taking on Drakkar Close, who's only lost one fight in the UFC. Like, these are gonna be some good fights from top to bottom. They haven't been
Oh
to
yeah.
Tampa in forever, so like they made sure to give us a good card.
Oh, I've been telling everybody this is the first time. It's crazy, but there's supposed to be a record broken for the gate or something like that for this card. At least it was estimating to.
I believe it. I mean, I fucking believe it. Dana White be breaking records. We get started from. Let's talk about the debut. Navajo Sterling minus 900. New Zealand. He's one of your boys, one of your guys from your gym.
Yeah, yeah, he's been training over there at City Kickboxing. Izzy's actually one of his sparring partners.
They've lined up. I mean, 6'4", got a 79-inch reach. This is a big motherfucker.
Yeah, there's no line on that one.
Yeah, he's taking on Tuco Turcos, who's 0-1 in the UFC. He got submitted. He is a decent wrestler, decent BJJ guy. He does average almost 2 takedowns per fight in his career. So like, it will be like the odds are massive, but it will be a decent test of like, are you gonna be able to stop the takedown in the UFC debut? Because that's gonna be the biggest question everyone's gonna have.
I mean, if he needs takedown defense, he's at the right place. That's one thing they motherfucking teach at City Kickboxing. So I'm expecting dude to look nice. He's explosive. I think we were looking up his stats earlier. Jit has like 5 fights and like three of them are like title fights or something like that.
Yeah, and one of the fights is a contender series fight to get onto the UFC. So like 4 fights outside of this promotion, 3 title fights.
So yeah, he's probably one of those kickboxing legend type niggas. So I got Jit looking good, representing the City Kickboxing and doing this thing.
Like, what are the odds? Oh, they don't even have over under 1.5 rounds. I don't know about the over under, but I do think he probably gets the knockout. UFC knows what they're doing with usually UFC fighter debuts, and especially if they're a big deal.
Especially off the contender series. You know how Dana loved that contender series. You see,
Yeah,
they gave Sean O'Malley a championship just so they could be like that. He came from the contender series.
that's true. And we get to see that motherfucker live. We can tell you firsthand with our eyeballs how legit he is.
I'm gonna come back and be like, yeah, he that dude for real.
Then we got Adrian Yanez plus 175 taking on Daniel Marcos, who's 16-0 Canadian. This might be Canada's best hitter since Jourdain, and Jourdain's their best hitter since GSP.
What happened to the white boy, my dog?
Who?
I can't think of his name. The white boy. He only lost. He got smacked last time they went to Canada.
Damn, I got to peep. But I didn't know. 16-0, a solid record. He's taking on Adrian Yanez, who was the hottest thing in like 2022 going into 2023. Then he gets some
So
Rob Font, knocks him out.
that's crazy. Why are we seeing Adrian Giannis again?
Maybe he trains close out. Maybe he trains in like Miami or something where he's always on standby.
That'd make sense because I thought it was funny how I've seen Robert Font twice, and I was like, I've only been to 2 UFC things.
And I'm gonna see Adrian Yanez twice. I've only been to use 2 UFC, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Hopefully he can get the dub because like he last fight he gets a first round knockout over Salvador, but he fought two hitters in Rob Font and John Martinez, who he got knocked out by both of them. Marcos is the favorite here. It's is undefeated. He is they're both very exciting strikers. Marcos does though have a little bit of more takedown arsenal in his fights, so it could be a stand and bang war. We could see Marcos do some of the takedowns if it gets a little dirty. I don't know. I personally like Yanez as a plus 175 dog. The lines only kept getting bigger. It was plus 150. Now it's plus 175. So maybe Vegas and people betting know stuff about Marcos that I don't. But I kind of like Yanez, especially if you're getting closer and closer to plus 200, and it might be a striking fight.
I mean, I'm gonna take Giannis because like this isn't football. Like I didn't do the research. I guess I needed to, and I'm gonna be over here just kind of watching Marcos to be like, yo, is he really that dude? Is he 18-0 for real? For real?
Yeah, I'm big on.
Or 16-0 for real? For real?
It's also got that. I'm not trying to be rude, but that Canadian flag throwing me when I'm making UFC picks. So I'm like, bro, I know there ain't no crazy hitters coming out of Canada.
Yeah.
Like if it was 16-0 with a Brazilian flag next to him, I'd be like, oh, this guy might be some fucking damage right here.
Yeah, and I just think about it like Charles Jourdain is their number one hitter right now.
Maybe they be trained together. I don't know. We'll see. I got Yanez though. Then we got the light heavyweights, Victor Petrino minus 320, arguably Brazil's best light heavyweight. He did lose his last fight by submission to Anthony Smith, where he shot the takedown, got caught in the guillotine. But outside of that, he was 11-0, a lot of knockouts, a lot of finishes. Looking to get right back on the winning streak, taking on Dustin Jacoby. Jacoby's last fight was where Dominic Reyes knocked him out. Dominic Reyes is like return fight since the Yuri fight. So with all that being said, I like Petrino here. I like him by knockout. I don't think this fight sees the judges, and Petrino gets right back on the winning right. And that man got heavy hands, 27 years old, good BJJ, and can shoot great takedowns. He's kind of a really good package.
You saying that just cracked so many cases for me. Like when I bet you when Pacino lost to Anthony Smith, everybody in the war room rolled their eyes like, no way. I think that's funny because when after Anthony Smith and all the other older dudes lost, he was saying that they asked what should they do, and then Dana immediately said retire. I think all three of them should retire.
Done. They're
Get them out
ruining
of
my prospects.
You literally, so yeah, I can see what he meant by that.
Because he was winning that fight and he gets the takedown, but it was just one of those where you got caught with a guillotine on the takedown. You didn't protect your neck.
Yeah, they don't have Wu-Tang in Brazil. You know, Brazil has the most black people in the world.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was shocked because I seen like Haiti was like I think Haiti isn't outside of Africa.
Okay,
Brazil
that
has
makes
the most
more
black.
sense.
Brazil has the most black people in the world. The United States is number two because Haiti was like number 4 or 5, and I was like, bro, we have
Is
10 million.
France up there?
I think so. Spain was on there low key. Spain was number 10 with like 1.2. I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
I
They
didn't know
got
it
some
was
folks.
Spain.
Yeah, we got a couple folks out there. But
Well, actually,
like,
Spain makes sense because the Africa peninsula, like that's like the people used to travel through that all the time back in the day.
yeah, that's where Francis Ngannou got his freedom from.
Yeah, facts. But no, I
So
did
yeah.
not. I did not know Brazil was like
Yeah, because I was talking to this Brazilian girl and she was telling me about how everybody in her city looks like me. And now I understand why.
that. I seen the statistics. It backs up the
Yeah,
state.
yeah. But on to the fight. Victor Petrino, I'm expecting him to come in and look good this fight. Make up for the little mishap, shake up. It happens. Jamal Hill got submitted by Paul Craig, went on to win the fucking championship. I don't know if Victor Petrino's immediately the champ, but I'm just saying you can lock in and get then bounce back from that little sub.
And then we got another fight. It's gonna be a fun one. We got Bruno Silva, who's plus 290, taking on Manuel Cape. Manuel Cape lost his last fight against Movsar Evlov. Oh no, Mohamed Mokayev, a great prospect that's maybe gonna go on to be future champ of this division. But outside of that, he was riding what a 4-fight win streak, 2 knockouts on it. Solid names on that resume. He's been in the UFC a long time. Southpaw, heavy hands. We know what he brings to the table. And then Bruno Silva on the other side, he's riding a 4-fight win streak. Tyson Nam, Joshua Bai, Cody Durden, all 4 fights finished. 3 knockouts, 1 submission. Got that BJJ in his back pocket. Got fun. This should be a fun fight. Like there's 2 flyweights that neither one's probably projected on a title shot anytime soon. So like he's really just balls against the wall. Like let's see who's the better fighter here.
I mean, yeah, this is gonna be fun because Manel Cape is just a fiery hot nigga. You feel me? He's doing his thing. So I'm expecting the boy to come in and kind of like really go in there and bang out with dude. Cause I feel like I'm supposed to hate Manel Cape because of his little rivalry with Kai Kara France. But I think Jid is entertaining and I think he's a good fighter.
Yeah, I like Manuel Cape. He's fun.
So yeah, I got Cape just because I'm a fan. I'm not gonna lie. But I do would love to see this fight be like a big fiery, just like little slugfest and they get it done by this before halfway through the second round.
With the odds, I kind of like Silva almost plus 300 just because I do think this will be a fun, exciting fight. I kind of don't know who to pick. So when I see the odds that different, I'm like, oh, I kind of like the guy with the big underdog odds. And the fact that he can take it to the mat, he can show that maybe he gets some controlled time that might sway some judges. But Cape has that fucking cannon in his hand where, like, if he does land a shot, it's usually early, like first round, that knockout's on the table.
But
Then we got Cub Swanson plus 135 taking on the Tampa native Billy Quarantillo. Billy Q plus minus 160 Kev. And this is in like all my parlays is Billy Q. It got the older fighter in Cub Swanson at 41 years old. Billy Q's not some young guy, but like younger than the UFC years. And Cub Swanson's just he's just been around for so long. His UFC fucking debut was back in 2011. He's a 13-year vet in the UFC. He's a win one lose one type of guy now in his thing, and he has like when you look at the people he's beat, it's not that good competition in the last few years. It's like a Kron Gracie's on there, Daniel Pineda loses to Giga, beats Darren Elkins, loses to Jonathan Martinez, beats Hakeem Dawodu. Like the guys he's beat, not big deals. And I'm not saying Billy Q's the biggest deal, but I just think in this point in their career, I really like the odds being so close. Billy Q, I think, is probably gonna get this win. Cub Swan, if he like on the hands, he's gonna be quicker, more powerful, and I think Billy Q's gonna win the whole stand-up fight.
yeah, I like Billy Q. Billy Q is also somebody I've already seen fight before. So I'm expecting a crazy walkout song, and that walkout song is going to be setting the tone for the energy he's bringing. I'm expecting him to come in electric, electrify the crowd, and as well as I like this fight to end in a finish.
I do too. I think Billy Q probably gets the finish here, gets the crowd is going crazy to set up for the main
Mm-hmm.
event.
Hell yeah.
And speaking of main event, we got Joaquin Buckley minus 280. It was 270. Didn't move to 300. Now it's 280 with Colby Covington plus 230. Kev, how are we feeling about this fight?
Oh man. Oh man. I mean, I think Joaquin Buckley is if Romeo was here, he would say he does the nigga shit, but he also is balanced. He's smart. He has decent fight IQ, and he doesn't put himself in bad positions to get fucked up. I think I had Kobe Covington until recently, but I really thought that Kobe Covington was just gonna wrestle, 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 keep him on the floor, keep him on the floor, run it back, wrestle, 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 keep him on the floor, keep him on the floor type shit. But I don't know if he can hold down Joaquin Buckley like he has other folks in the past.
Buckley is big for middleweight. Like he was not middleweight, welterweight. He was a middleweight fighter. I want to say even fought once at light heavyweight. So like him at welterweight is perfect for his size, his height. He has 6 years on Colby. Colby Covington's 36 years old. He left for a while because of the court case of Jorge, came back to immediate title shot. And that title shot against Leon Edwards, I know he was champion, this and that, but like it was such a bad performance that I remember when I watched it, I was like, I cannot pick Colby Covington ever again in the UFC.
Yeah, I mean I respect it. That's what I feel about the Jets and football. But yeah, I really want Joaquin Buckley to win. I'm picking Joaquin Buckley. I expect him to come in and just keep the fight on the feet. He better come in ready to have takedown defense like a motherfucker. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kobe like takes a couple punches and realizes, yeah, I don't want to be right here, and just drags it out.
Yeah, I got Buckley, and I won't even be shocked if Buckley slams Colby. Like he initiates the wrestling to kind of just like he's winning on the feet around, and then like second round he slams Colby just to show like, oh, I can beat you on every mat or every aspect. But so we're both on Buckley, and if Romeo was here, he would be screaming, "Fuck Colby Covington, Buckley by Buckley by knockout probably." Do you have any specific pick for this one? Do you think it's a boring decision, or do you think someone gets a finish, or Buckley out
I
Covington
mean,
finish?
Kobe is begging for that fucking. Kobe is begging for that boring decision. I'm respect the decision just because I think if Buckley doesn't get the finish in the first two, now he kind of has to conserve his energy for like maybe what is probably one of his first 5 round fights, maybe
That is
second,
true.
but.
We're both rocking with Buckley on this one. Big Buckley energy as we walk into the octagon, walk into the arena. We'll catch you on the recap. We won't be live at Romeo because, like we said, we're gonna be at UFC Tampa. So, as always, go down, like, subscribe, comment your picks, your bets, your parlays. I'm Paul, pick and win 'em. Kev, Waterboy Savoy, and if y'all didn't know, now y'all know, motherfuckers.